reading for the week of June 22nd or 21st, or no, 22nd. And I've already done, by the time this is up, I will have already done the other ones. So this will be for Taurus. I will also be putting the kind of like the rapid or quick readings for the other signs, but they won't be extended. It will just be one card and one affirmation. So that will be for the rest of the signs. But of course, Libra, Taurus, and Cancer get the extended reading, or the longer reading rather, because those are my, well, I've already discussed why and for what. And if you hear my chair in the background, it's an old chair, so it's one of those like rolling computer chairs, so you may hear it do its thing. Sometimes I occasionally have to do this, get up and push it back up, and it likes to do its thing. But anyway, so it may do that every once in a while. I have to get a new chair. Anyway, but let me go ahead and get my disclaimers and things out of the way, and then we'll get into the reading. So if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for doing that as well. As you listen along, make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're leaving a comment in the comment section, whether it be a comment or you can just leave an emoji. You know, share out the share out the live. I'm thinking I'm on the TikTok, but no, share the video to someone who, you know, may have these placements, or they just simply enjoy tarot and oracle card readings, and subscribe to the channel. The decks that I'm using, they will be in the description box below as normal. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through the description box as well. The noise, I will try to keep to a minimum. You may hear my fan in the background. It's gonna stay on because it's kind of hot, so yeah, if it gets to be too loud, I don't think it will. I just tested it to be sure, but yeah, we're gonna still rock with it, okay? But more than likely you should hear me, because I did, like I said, I tested it. And I think, let me see, yeah, I will have I'll also put up the shortened one card, one affirmation readings for the rest of the signs. That will be under my community tab, and you'll be able to check that out. Libra, Taurus, and Cancer will not have one, because again, they have the longer readings, okay? So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started for Taurus and check out and see what's going on for the week for you. Like I was explaining in Libra's video, hopefully I can come back and be more consistent with the weekly check-ins like I intended to do. But again, stuff happens, so I'm just not going to say, I'll just say I'll check in when I can. Because sometimes, yeah, it can be a lot. Anyway, let's see, let me put this back. Here we go. Yeah, it can be a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some channel messages for you all, Tauruses, while I am getting the cards out. Taurus, for you all, I'm thinking that, or at least I'm not thinking, but I'm picking up for you all that I'm getting a sense of some, like y'all want like down home cooking, like hearty meals or something, like, because I'm seeing like pot roast. So some of you all may be craving that. But yeah, you're craving that what do you call that? Like the homey type thing, like the, you know, one the kickback, one the comforts of everything. Like you want a nice home cooked meal. You know, you may want to stay in this week, because some people, depending on what you do, you may be on summer break as well. Especially if you have children, you know, they may be out for summer break. And if you teach as well, like if you're a teacher, you may be out for the summer if you don't teach summer school. Or you may have a job where that's seasonal. Yeah, but I'm mainly getting that. I'm seeing people who like have seasonal jobs, or their children are out for school and, you know, they're home and kind of tending to the children, you know, kind of making the home feel like a home or the house feel like a home. I think that's how it goes. And just kind of, if I could just get the sense of closeness, close-knit family time. You know, this could be, no matter how your family dynamic is structured, there could be a need or a want to have closeness going into this week. Yeah, I'm just getting just wanting family time, but specifically, some of you all are craving like pot roast. Is what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing the pot roast with the mashed potatoes, carrots, and all the good stuff, and that's what somebody is craving right now. It may not be all of y'all, but that's what some of you all are craving right now. But yeah, a lot of you could just be craving closeness, whether it be like with your, you know, blood family or even chosen family. You're just craving that closeness with someone. I'm also getting some people may be gaming too. That maybe there are some new games that are coming out soon. I think I'm not exactly sure, because I'm seeing like GTA. And some of you, like you could just be, because of like craving that sort of like close knitness, that hominess, coziness. You could be playing your cozy game. So I know I do play mine, which is The Sims. I do play that game. I also like a lot of. I like to find those little cute games on my phone as well to play. So it could be a situation like that. Like you just want to kind of just unwind, just chill out, just enjoy yourself. Even though you're going into the work week, I feel more so for you all though. There's kind of less to do with your work. Not necessarily that it can't deal with that, but I feel like more so your focus is not necessarily on work. It's more so focused on, personal life, home, hearth, whatever, that type of thing. All right, before I get into the cards, I can turn them over and kind of get a sense of what's going on, but fully. You got 2 summer cards and the sun next is coming out, so yeah, this is very much summertime vibes. One to chill out, one to hang out, be close to home, that type of thing. But yeah, let's see if I get any more channel messages for you all, Taurus. I'm hearing I'm the one, or okay. Maybe you could be finding the one. I don't know. Maybe you meet someone and you feel like that is your person. You're the one. Or that song by not Destiny Child. That song by SWV, You're the One, is coming up. So yeah, literally you could, because you have some celebration cards down there, so that definitely could be in the cards for you, literally. Okay, but let's see what's going on in the cards for real. Okay, so you have the sun that's out, and that's number 19. You have 3 and you have 2. So those are your numbers that are significant. Um, you have Gemini and Leo that's coming out. The sun is, hold on. Yeah, the sun is typically associated with Leo. You listen, and you have Leo out here, so yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Leo. Um, and when I see this one card, falling in love, 2 of summer, that makes me think of the Lovers card, and that's associated with Gemini. So, um, hey, love could be in the air for my Tauruses. Okay, but we're gonna get into the cards, and I normally read start of the week, midweek, end of the week. Okay. All right. So first card we got out is number 19, the Sun. This is plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. All right, that's the Sun card in this deck. So yeah, like I just really feel like, you know, you all, yeah, you literally could be, even though you may feel like you want like that hominess, that just like close knit, and this could be like literally wanting to feel close to someone, since you have like a Lover's card kind of out here. It literally could mean like wanting closeness with your person, basically. But more specifically to the Sun card, though, um, whatever it is that you all are sort of planning or attempting to plan, looks like it's going to come to fruition, or come to, what am I trying to say? It's going to work out, basically. So, yeah, because it's like plans that work out perfectly. So, whatever it is you have planned, whatever it is you're trying to do, it's going to work out. So, if some of you were kind of worried, kind of going into the work week, or this week, they don't necessarily have to be the work week, because again, I don't really feel, for the most part, for Tauruses, even though I'm kind of looking at your affirmation that you got up here, but I don't necessarily feel like this is like your career focus or job focus. I feel like this is more so personal for you all, this reading. Yeah. Something that you like, and this is kind of similar to what Libras got in their reading, like being creative and something like taking off, something that they create. But this could be slightly different but similar message with the Sun card coming out. There could be something some kind of idea that you have, or some kind of something that you do that gets you noticed, to where it leads to like rewards. Like for instance, say, and I know I said this is not necessarily career focused, but if it is for some of you career focused or your job, this could be something where like you have like the best presentation on something, or you present on something, and it ends up giving you the opportunity to travel and present on whatever it is you created, or whatever it is that you, um, whatever project, right, that you completed. So it could be a situation like that, in which it could lead to a promotion of some sort. Um, and just having gratitude, like just showing that you enjoy being of service, you enjoy helping out, that could give you some recognition at work. Um, Also, just in general, like around the home, it could be a situation where, and that today is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. I forgot to mention that in Libra's reading, but yeah. So, fathers, of course, you maybe, you're being celebrated today, but it could literally be like a, I love you, Dad type thing. Because I'm seeing like some kids kind of gather around their father, and they're presenting their gifts. Somebody even may make a little presentation, a little cute presentation or slide, PowerPoint, just showing like the different, through the years, or, like going through pictures or something. Just saying why I love Dad. I'm seeing that kind of in my mind. Um, Something reasons why I love Dad. So yeah, and that could also be a part of that sort of like wanting to be home, wanting to be close with children, wanting to be close with family. Like family time is really at the forefront for a lot of, could be at the forefront for a lot of them. But either way, getting back to more so um, personal wise, but professional too. Um, Whatever plans that you're working on, um, you're being asked to kind of hold the vision of it. Um, okay, I had to stop my video and start it back up. There we go. I have to start it back up again. But anyway, yeah. So you all are, if you've had trouble sort of like um, seeing a vision clearly, or seeing the vision clearly for what it is that you were trying to accomplish or do, the sun card being out is very like on point as far as like, yeah, like you don't have to worry necessarily what you want to happen, what you like, the end goal or your end game is what will happen. So, make sure, if you are still struggling kind of going into this week with what your vision is, just make sure that you have that, it's solidified before you do make any type of moves. But no matter what you decide, the sun being out there is bound to turn out the way that you want it to. All right. So midweek, we have Three of Summer, and this is news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. And that's the card there. There we go. Of course, you won't be able to see the words because it's backwards. So, and you have that out with communication is key, New Moon in Gemini, and that's this card here. All right. So, this with both these cards, it just kind of makes me think that maybe there's, say if this is about work, you could be celebrating something, maybe a news of a promotion, could be even someone's birthday that you all are celebrating at work, or some kind of milestone that your company or agency has reached. But nonetheless, you could be, if this is not like work related or more on a personal level, you could just be kind of being invited out, I can't even talk, freaking Mercury retrograde. You could be getting invitations to, come out and, join the festivities of something. Could be weddings, could be graduations, could be a birth. Any, just take it as it resonates for you. But yeah, you could be, doing that. And this also could be, it could have been a situation where you did feel more so like you want to just kind of be a homebody. You don't really want to be out and about. But this could be a time, especially with communication is key. You know, maybe there is a situation where, you know, you need to get out more. You need to, you know, go hang with friends. Kind of just be like, have some fun in a way. And the sun, to me, it kind of makes me think of like going to have fun, going to do stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, communication is key. You know, make sure you go if you've been cooped up in the house over the weekend, or, you know, anything like that. Especially if you're like, you know, on summer break with your children, or if you have them, or, you know, you're just on break and you know, you're, you know, like I said, your job calls for you to be out on summer break. This could, you know, this is a good time, a good chance for you to, you know, go have some fun. Maybe go take a trip. Go do something for you. You know what I'm saying? All right. And so by the end of the week, we have Two of Summer, and this is falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness, and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. There we go. So yeah, with this card, I think it kind of ties into not only communication is key with Gemini, because I said like the love card here. This is like a love card. So it makes me think of this Gemini card to the lovers, even though it's not the lovers per se, but it makes me think of that. So yeah, some of you could have Gemini in your charts, or, you know, you could be literally dealing with another Gemini, or Leo. I almost say Scorpio. But yeah, you could be dealing. You might be dealing with a Leo too. But nonetheless, I'll go ahead and, yeah, this card, it says, don't let pride get in the way, for Moon and Leo. All right, so the two things, you know, can be true with this Two of Summer. Like, I think with communication is key. I think, you know, there is this could be a situation where you do need to, you know, speak your mind, speak your truth, especially if it's going to boiling down to any type of like relationship, especially a romantic one. But also on the other hand, you know, maybe try not to become arrogant in a way, because I'm kind of saying that when I think of Leo or any fire sign, really. There is sometimes there can be like a sense, or some kind of sense of like entitlement or arrogance as well, when it comes to certain things. So, you know, you want to be kind of mindful of that, be kind of excuse me, kind of careful with that, because I'm looking at this card, this Two of Summer card, with the fairy, like the fairies, I mean, he kind of looks, I don't know, it's something with his stance and how she's looking too. I don't know. It's kind of something where, I don't know, it looks a little like trying to pull her along, is I'm getting that. So yeah, I'm getting, and this, you know, I don't think this is for every single Taurus in this collective, of course. But I see a woman person or a feminine person, you know, take it as it resonates. A feminine presenting person or a feminine person, dealing with a masculine person or a masculine presenting person, and the masculine presenting person, or you know what I mean. They could be a bit aggressive, with things, and I think that's where the don't let pride get in your way. Like, you can do too much, you know, and it kind of turn a person off. If you're too arrogant, or you come off as too entitled or coercive in a way. So it's best to kind of be mindful of, you know, wherever you fall into that spectrum. Just be kind of mindful of how, you know, you're communicating, how you're coming across. You know, don't do it too harshly. just, and if there is a situation where, because I do see your relationship can be healed. So if there is a situation where, there needs to be a talk of some sort, to kind of see a way forward, I would, do so in a careful way, because especially with it being Mercury retrograde that we're under right now, communication is it can be kind of like wonky. I've had a couple of things happen just by recording Libra's video as well as this video. So yeah, we're gonna get through it. But nonetheless, overall, this is a very good reading, very positive, especially with the sun out. Whenever the sun is out, yeah, it makes for a pretty positive reading, I feel. So all in all, to sum this up, and we'll get to the affirmation for the week. Hold the vision for your whatever it is that you're planning, whatever it is you're trying to do. Make sure you have open communication. Go out, go have some fun. Don't stay cooped up, even if it's during the week. By the end of the week, go ahead and, have that talk if you need to have a talk with someone, especially a romantic person or, a romantic partner. You literally could be meeting the love of your life or falling in love for some of you. So stay open to the possibilities of that. And that can harken back or go back to this whole your vision. If your goal is to go out and maybe meet someone new, or maybe get close to a person that you've been talking to, just show that you're open to that. Show that don't be too prideful where you're waiting for that other person to reach out to you, check on you all the time. It should be kind of like a mutual effort, a mutual thing. Okay. So that's all I have for for these cards. Again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can definitely do that. Just check my description box below. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into your affirmation, and we're gonna wrap this up for Taurus. It says, your affirmation is, my job allows me to afford my rent, leisure, travel, and everything I need and want. Again, your affirmation is, my job allows me to afford my rent, leisure, travel, and everything I need and want. Okay? So go ahead and keep that in mind, Taurus. Yeah, I hope this reading resonated. So, leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section. It can be, how the video resonated, or it can just be, a cute little emoji. Share the video out, to anyone who enjoys tarot or for card readings, or if they have the Taurus placements. Yeah. What am I trying to say? Subscribe to the channel. Do all the things. Okay? Have a good week, and I will see you next time.